Hill figure. Sunday, this is the Star Report. Good afternoon, evening, wherever you may be, okay? Just got back in the house from the gym. I'm feeling wavy. I'm rocking my Easy Reach apparel mobile phone holder, see? You can go in my community section and get your very own, all right? Okay, Charleston White, I want to talk about him. Did Jay Prince push a button? The event that Charleston White was supposed to do that we spoke about last week on the 17th, canceled in Houston, Texas. Now, I don't know if it's the same county where James Prince and his mob ties team are, set up. I would imagine close in proximity, if not the same county. Charleston White was prepared to go, and the police reached out to Charleston White or the mayor's office. I forget exactly how this chain of events happened, but we saw Charleston White up on social media sounding like a New York nigga. Yes? No? Talking about suck my dick. That's that New York shit. Let me just say early, in case you're new to this show, I've never met Charleston White, but I think the young man, I say young with all due respect, I'm as old as dust. I think he does great work, boots to the ground, like myself. He talks and works with the young people in the system when they come out of the system. I have to give this man credit, whether some of you like the way he speaks or not. I'm not bothered by anything he says, but he works with the youth. He's very, very entrenched, I'll say, in community affairs. I don't like that this event was canceled, but I'm not sure if it was a comedy show. Charleston White is saying it had to do with, if I'm saying this right, at-risk youth. If not, correct me, okay? I'm going to do some research this afternoon on a Sunday, not to be confused with the Lord's Day. That was yesterday, for those who know. And give me a second. Oh, we're going to talk about my main nigga on the trigger, YSL Woody. Snitching. Oh, that nigga snitching. But first I want to talk about my showrunner. I'm a non-believer in the theory of God, but for sake of argument, I'm going to, say your God. And I want to ask you, is your God a female? Let me explain the question. The weather has changed down here in the Atlanta metro area and possibly other parts of the country as well. What a hateful thing, huh? The weather getting warmer. Some of you are already thinking about, going on the beach, putting something on the grill, compulation, jumping in the whip, and driving so people can see you and doing the most, shall we say, right? Myself, an atheist, I see this as not necessarily a good thing. What a horrible way to acknowledge that we are living to die. Literally, that sun, our sustainer of life, which will also take life out of this particular planet. For those of you who know, when the sun extinguishes, it's going to dwarf the earth. It will be like we never even existed. Some of you think there's an afterlife. I don't mean to laugh, but there's no one that you know that has died and come back. Oh, you can believe and have faith, but it's not proven. Some people have been on, hospital beds or in suspended states, and they've come out of that suspended state and they say, oh, I died and I came back. No, you were in a suspended state. Anyway, what a vicious temptress of seduction. Let me say that again. What a vicious temptress of seduction. And that's where my question comes in. Is your God a female? What else could be so vicious, cruel, spiteful, and vindictive? to allegedly taunt your end that is coming. Death. I'm saying allegedly because I cannot prove that the energy, possible frequency, or the force, alleged force, has anything to do with our existence. But that's my question. Is your God a female? Troll babies, good afternoon. That's something for you to think about, huh? Early. Oh, and the gun show's back. Bang, bang. Working out in the gym this morning. All right, sit tight. I just want to get things set up, situated. I got some coffee, Pellegrino, and I got some of that there. Can you see what that is? Okay. My grandmother on my mother's side used to eat little oranges or tangerines with coffee, and she smoked. I think she smoked, was it Benson and Hedges or something, but back in the early 70s. Anyway, so is your God a female? The weather has changed. And again, some think it's beautiful, it's so nice out. No, it's the confirmation, the radiation that we're gonna fucking die. A cruel death. A cruel death. We're literally going to suffer. Well, those of us who will be here whenever that happens, the sun dwarfing the earth. All right. Anyway, all right. I've got some other things I want to talk about, but let me get this little snitch ass nigga on the screen. YSL Woody. All I could think about when I saw that video, and if you have not seen the video, it's out there. You can go to Vlad TV and other sources. All I could think about is who released this video footage in the interrogation room of YSL Woody talking to detectives. Troll babies, did you see this footage? This nigga talking, offering information. Then he says, have I ever lied to you? Trying to cut deals, and I just need you to tell me, were they talking about Young Thug? One of the detectives said Jeffrey, and he said, were they talking about Young Thug before we go any further? That's what I gathered. Yeah, we'll get to Ice-T later. Ice-T acknowledged me when he was getting his Hollywood Walk of Fame. Fuck the haters. Anyway, was YSL Woody talking about Young Thug? One of the detectives said Jeffrey, and he said, all I could think about, again, is who released this footage and why? Now, it's entertaining as hell for us to, who snitching? Who he telling? Yo, that's fucked up, yo. In my mind, I'm saying, they released this footage to send a message to the people who, Young Thug, about 2 weeks ago, we saw a story about Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohen are supposedly going to come testify in Fulton County Court on behalf of Young Thug. Is this sending a message to them? Bring your ass on down here if you want to, acting all high as a ditty. We got something for you, and he's going to testify. His name is YSL Woody. A deterrent of sorts to maybe abandon Young Thug on trial. Can you imagine if Kevin Lyles or Leo Cohen, good guys, I've done business with them both. Can you imagine if they come down here to take the stand on Young Thug's behalf and this nigga pops up? This nigga. They might cuff Kevin Lyles in the goddamn courtroom. YSL Woody might say, there you go. That's him right there. That's the big man. And that's the other one. Oh my goodness. They're not fucking around down here. All right. And other things we may touch on, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just focus on this right now. Some of you have been sending me emails. Thank you so much. Oh, we got ourselves a black queen, huh? Attempting to smuggle weed, meth, and heroin into a Louisiana prison. There she is, 23 years of age. Bless her heart. Elaine Hunt Correctional Facility. Where the fuck is that at? Got her picture, and she's sulking in the mugshot. All right. Again, good afternoon. Did I mention I'm wearing my Easy Reach apparel mobile phone holder, okay? I'll get them on the screen shortly, and maybe I'll get them to call back in as well, all right? Okay, good afternoon, good afternoon. Let me get myself situated here. Open up the floodgates and get my Pellegrino ready, all right? What a horrible day. The sun is out. People think about getting tans and doing all that extra shit. And the radiation is going to speed up the process of your death. Do you know that? The sun. You're thinking it's making your body feel better, your blood circulating. No, it's speeding up the process of death. Good afternoon. 610, you there? 610? Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah, what's going on, Star? How you doing?
Sir, YSL Woody, my nigga. What do you think? What do you think? Come on, you had to have seen it. You had to have seen it.
Yeah, so I saw the footage, and there was a couple of key points that I think a lot of people missed out on. The first of which, I think it'd be a good idea for him, or just in general, to envelope or maybe even certified mail, but seal this pussy and ship it to the nearest African.
Oh, why'd you hang up, bitch boy? We got time. It's an early afternoon show. Okay, he just wanted to say bussy. Oh, bussy, bussy. 816, sit tight. I'm going to get myself situated here. All right. I'll let you talk. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? And Florida Boy Jay, if you want to tap in, I need to be educated. Who the fuck is YSL Woody? Okay. Hey, Samantha, I got your donation. Thank you so much. I don't see a message. 816, sit tight, sit tight. Let me just read her Cash App. And please hit the like button. Deeds always reminds me to remind you folks, okay? You know what that's about, all right? Okay, Samantha, I got your donation. Where the fuck were you last night? I'm back on my pharmacist cycle, Samantha, and I didn't want to drink last night. You know, I felt myself slipping to go get some Stoli vodka and some pineapple juice, and I said, nah, you got to get up Sunday and go to the gym. But I'm here now, and I'm glad I didn't, sip and do a Saturday show because we would have dumbed out. Okay, what happened? I just dropped the call. Pardon me. Folks, we're also talking about Charleston White. In case you're not up to speed, his event that was supposed to be in Houston, Texas 2 days ago, today's the 19th, was canceled. Again, I don't know Jay Prince, but is Jay Prince doing the right thing by not acknowledging Charleston White? Charleston White is doing the most on social media, and, it's entertaining. We want the monkey shit. Yes, we do. We want the monkey shit, but I don't see Charleston White as somebody who's going to necessarily pop off. He talks a good one, and if you run down on him, I'm sure he will get the squeeze in. But I want to put this out there. Do you think it would be to Charleston White's advantage to sit down with Jay Prince? From what I've heard, Jay Prince has offered to sit down and talk. Hold on a second. He has offered to sit down and talk. In my opinion, neither one of these guys are pussy. They're in Texas. If shit goes left, niggas get the squeezing. So I don't think either one of their egos or gangsters is necessarily on trial. Jay Prince is an older man, as you know. I think he's 1 year younger than myself. So it would be to his advantage to sit down and talk to Charleston White, even after the disrespect. And I think that Charleston White is smart enough, because, again, he does great community work, that at some point he should at least try to sit down and talk. What do you guys think? Or should we just focus on the bullshit? Area code 904, Photo Boy J. Good afternoon, sir. FBJ.
Yeah, hey man, what's poppin'? What's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Sunday,
we talking
man.
about snitching,
Well,
niggas in YSL playing games.
First, is your God a female? The weather's, some would say, beautiful. I think it's very hateful, taunting, and teasing. Maybe that might be too deep of a discussion. Chime in, or should we just bypass that?
My God will never be a bitch. Now let's get with the show.
Continue on.
Yeah. Back to this. Why is after that Sukihana video, you think I'm gonna let a bitch lead me to the Waffle House? To my demise?
Well, now hang on. Now,
listen, man.
Do we want to talk about it? You can't say let's move on and then you throw Sukihana in there. The new video, I forgot the name of it. Was that filmed at the Waffle House? They in the parking lot.
That was shot at the Waffle House, on the side of the Waffle House, in front, in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I don't see why they didn't get the cops called for trespassing and loitering. They shouldn't have that much time to face a American staple like that with those types of lyrics and gyrating and high-level mammy going on. And just,
Well, now hang on, because you know I'm up to speed on the bullshit. Have you ever heard the Sukihana classic? Bitch, I need some Henny and a plan B.
Of course. I'm up on Sukihana. I watch her interviews.
Yeah.
She talks about cooking niggas' neck bones on Sunday. I know what type of time she on.
Okay.
Yeah. She on demon time all day.
Okay.
Listen, man.
Let's move on.
I need niggas in Mechanicsville to hold this hot L. Lil Woody, YSL Woody is from Mechanicsville,
Georgia.
He said he's been thugging fresh out of prison since the pandemic. Did 51 months in the Fed. He still gets some, prison mode from time to time to let niggas know. And he's been in the streets. His grandma's house was a trap. His mama's house has been a trap.
Right.
And he just started rapping fresh out of prison. So, what angle you want to go with this? I already see what type of time it is. We're going to use one of our street goons and moonlight him as a rapper to get these tax write-offs and to have them around us, and you know what I'm saying, to keep the friction going. That's all it sounds like Lil Woody was ever been. I don't take him as no serious rapper.
Well, now hang on. Never mind the rapping shit. I think the timing of this is essential. And we just saw, or I saw a story 2 weeks ago about Kevin Lyles, Leo Cohen, who are on Young Thug's list of people to come testify on his behalf. The prosecution in Fulton County is playing dirty, I'll just say, But at the same time, there are people who are tired of Young Thug, YSL, and just the street bullshit. Do you think the footage was put out intentionally to send a message to whoever might even think about testifying on Young Thug's behalf? We got snitches, so come play around if you want to.
I think it was intentionally put out because it wasn't just releasing clips. They put out the 3-hour and plus interview, the whole footage, the whole tape, unedited, had them sitting there for 30 minutes, regular police procedure. Yeah. We're going to have you sit there and collect your thoughts. We come in 40 minutes later and start, slow walking you to your demise. It was put out intentionally, but honestly, it was put out to remind anybody and everybody who said you're halfway snitching, you're kind of told, we wait until we got to go to court. No, most of you came to these interrogation rooms and gave us statements. And when you looked at the date on that tape, that said October 21st or 27th, 2021. Mm-hmm. So these tapes, these statements, and these witnesses were put in place well before Young Doug got hit with that indictment. So anybody talking about they folded in jail and all that other stuff, this tape is to pretty much point everybody out who's trying to say that they didn't technically snitch as snitches. It's probably not the first tape that dropped at all. And they said he snitched back in August. This is just the first time we had hard footage to put with the snitch allegation.
All right, now hold on a second. Hold on. So now, YFN Lucci. I haven't kept up with the tension between YFN Lucci and Young Thug's team. But according to this particular article here, VladTV.com, they have pushed back the YFN Lucci case. Do you know about this?
Yes, I heard that they pushed back the case, but I didn't get a specific reason why they pushed back the case. It's probably because it might be interfering with the Young Thug case, or it might be contradicting or make things more complicated.
No, sir. The article says the court pushed back Lucci's trial so that he could potentially testify. Talking about YSL Woody, testify in the YSL Rico case. So this nigga.
So he might turn around and snitch too.
No.
So he might turn around.
No. Florida Boy J, please. Not YFN Lucci. YSL Woody is going to possibly testify in the YSL Rico case. That's why they pushed back the YFN Lucci case.
Okay. See that, like I said, some of this is new information. I'm getting it at the same time. But wow, so that adds new wrinkle into the situation.
Well, listen, I don't want you to agree with me just because you're on the line. What do you think about my theory?
Yeah,
What do you think about my theory that they are putting this out as a deterrent to let some of the big guns from up north know? Oh, you come on down here with the bullshit thinking you're going to, clown people and make Young Thug out to be a fucking a choir boy. Well, we got niggas like YSL Woody who have implemented him and who are ready to give up information. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
Or am I reaching?
Disagree.
Am I reaching?
I would disagree just because I feel like they're not going to release this to have a deterrent for some of the bigwigs to come down. I think they're releasing this footage because they know niggas like Woody and the other people are out on the street saying they didn't do this, didn't do that, and they want to expose them because the police is just as petty as regular citizens. They're clout chasing just like regular citizens. And they be out on the street too, and they be riding the block and doing their patrols and hearing, oh, this nigga said he ain't testify, had him in, all right, watch this. Give me the tape.
Okay.
They dropped it. So honestly, I think this was just to expose the snitches that they already worked with, did handshakes and agreements to, because you already know once you work with the state and you're an informant, you really don't get a fair deal. They can expose you at any time.
Yeah. Now, hang on a second. Was it said in that video, I forget, that he's been YSL Woody working with the police for 11 years?
Yes. The officer told him, the white officer came in and looked at him and said, Woody, you know me. You know me for 11 years. Have I ever lied to you?
Right.
He's like, nope, you never have. He agrees with it. I'm like, damn, nigga. Got the white man, got you shook like that?
11 years. Okay. Hey, man, before you go, Charleston White shut down by Jay Prince. Your thoughts on that and what's going on with your channel, please?
Yeah, my thoughts on the Charleston White Jay Prince situation is Charleston White, he's doing what he feels like he needs to do, but at the end of the day, you can't be saying that you've had shootouts with police departments and waving semi-automatics and pointing guns and the red beams in the camera. I mean, at this point, not only will it be a threat, but police will start knocking at your door. You know what I'm saying? And you may be causing the same problem that you are on the internet portraying you want to prevent. You know? And sometimes you don't want to be the same thing you're trying to stop. And that's all I got to say about Charleston White.
Well, now, hang on a second. You might have that problem if the police see you as a threat. But now, if you work with police, you can do all sorts of monkey shit. I mean, I say that respectfully. And he openly says he works with police. So, yeah, so he can flash big-ass fucking guns with banana clips and do all that shit and not worry about any type of law enforcement kicking the door down.
Yeah, it's just in the video he said I had shootouts with cops before, and he just said a lot of statements where, yeah, you know, I usually say work for the police. I just know these statements in modern America can be taken the wrong way.
Got you.
And
okay.
Just like the police department, they said, hey, we can't protect you. So if I was working for police, I don't see why I can't get police protection from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. But just real quick, Perspective Facts podcast will be going live tomorrow, Monday night. I've been dropping reels and shorts, and the shorts been blowing up. They've been going back and forth with me. So go to Florida Boy J, Perspective Facts podcast, subscribe, like, share. Star, appreciate me.
Nice.
Have a great night.
Yeah, man, thank you. Okay. Florida Boy J tapping in. Gemstar got your donation, your offering via PayPal. Thank you so much. Area code 732. Sit tight. I'll be right there. Okay. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. I want to see at some point, and I'm not just saying this because I'm an older man, I want to see Charleston White and Jay Prince sit down and talk. If Jay Prince has the power that, he claims to have, even though I don't like the name Mob Ties, I would like to see them get together and work together. Does Charleston White do too much at times on social media? Yes, we all do. I know I do. But again, this man does a lot of good community work. It takes a certain type of patience to work with young people. Spirit, I see you tapping in, sir. Are you calling it? Just giving a salute to you and today's show. Yeah, Spirit, I'm going to get to your platform on Monday, Tuesday at the latest. I was swamped yesterday, and then this morning, I was pissed because of the nice weather. People are acting all fucking uppity. Yeah. It's death, literally, calling us. Area code, okay, they hung up. They couldn't wait. Okay, if you can't wait, you can't wait. 312, good afternoon. 3.
Hey.
Yes, sir. 12, how are you? All right, sir, you've got to turn that down in the background, whatever you're doing.
Hey, can you hear me?
No, I can't, sir. You're on a speakerphone. I can't hear you.
Hello?
Let's get you the fuck out of here, man. Come on, what are you doing, man? You're interrupting me. I'm trying to have a conversation.
My bad. I had you on mute.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. This is Quincy, man, and I want to speak about the Jay Prince situation.
Okay.
I think Charles, it's going to be a matter of time. I mean, he's creating certain energy that, I mean, you don't know where it's coming from. He's talking about this person. He's talking about that person. He's talking about this person. I mean, had a situation with Soulja Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Roosters is coming to cluck.
Okay.
I mean, this is Prince we talking about, man. Like, I know you don't like the name and all that, but you talking about an elite person in the game. I'm from Houston, so I know how it is. So
haven't we spoke before, sir?
ain't nothing wrong with going off.
Hang on, have we spoke before? You sound like someone from Houston we spoke to.
Yeah, I called like a couple of days ago. I talked to you.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm the number 312, but at the same time, you can't keep doing all this and expecting from something not to happen. So and I don't wish death on nobody, right. But you keep asking for something, you're gonna get it. And I'm not necessarily talking about.
Well, sir, I'm still waiting to get what I've been asking for. Now hang on a second. I don't mean to,
Say it again.
I'm still waiting what I've been asking for over the decades. Long before Charleston White and others. Star was on Hot 97. Hang on a second. Star was on Power 105, Hot 97, telling niggas, come down to the station. I come out the front door every goddamn day. Be out there drinking bourbon in a 7-Up can. Come on down. Don't be pussy. Come on down.
This is what
didn't want to be friends with rappers. Hang on, sir. Hang on. I'm still waiting to get that, sir. Some of us, we don't care. I'm no tough guy, but I'm a stupid Jersey nigga. I'm not from New York. Please don't get me confused with a New York nigga. I see the good in Charleston White. And he probably, like myself,
I see it too.
He ain't scared to die. He's fighting, if you ask me, for a great cause. For your kids, your grandkids. All that Jay Prince shit is cool, but at the same time, sir, black people have this thing where they constantly are sucking the tool and licking the balls of these old, so-called gang niggas, mobsters, Alpo, and all that goofy shit.
Right.
I'm not asking you to take my side, but
No, I ain't taking this up.
Well, go ahead. Let me just fall back. Good. You go ahead.
Well, like, and that's what me and a friend of mine was saying. Charleston White be making some, very valid points when he's speaking about the Gucci Man situation. When the families is mad about him just, so-called donating the 10,000. But that's what I'm saying. But see, because Jay Prince does good things for the community as well.
Yes.
Yes. Technically, the same thing even with Suge Knight. When Suge Knight was doing the same things, helping people out, but at the same time, he had a bad side as well. So all I'm saying is that when you're dealing with a man that has a key to the city, when you're dealing with somebody that has an elite, not necessarily just in Houston, but the world. Don't forget about OVO and all this other stuff. Yeah. As you may know, there's a certain rapport, and I agree with you. Charleston White does do great things. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people know for doing you, Star.
Right.
But Charleston he's all over the place. So when I brought up earlier about him talking about this person, the Soulja Boy incident, if something's going to happen, he's not going to know what come at him. You see what I'm saying? So,
well, sir, we don't wish death upon nobody, but it's going to be whatever it's going to be, and either way, we're here for the entertainment, aren't we? I mean, if they catch him slipping, I'm doing 5 shows. Charleston White caught slipping. I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up in 4 hours and say, Charleston White caught slipping, part 2, part 3. Hey, it's what it is.
But my thing is, you do all this talking, right? He does all this talking,
right?
And his show got stopped in Houston. What the hell he thought was going to happen?
I don't know.
What he thought was going to happen. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a matter of time. And to me, that's a warning right there. That's a warning. Like, I see him on his Instagram putting the guns up, putting this up, putting all this up. Come on, man. You asking for it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is,
monkey shit.
If you heard about what's the other guy that?
Well, hang on before we shift gears. Hold on before we shift gears.
Offered.
Hang on, sir. Before we shift gears, I'm just gonna say this.
Charleston White and other guys.
Okay, put him on hold for a second. He can't hear me. Hold on. In 5, 4, 3. Okay, sir, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't like about Jay Prince's swag. I don't like that Mob Ties name. It's just it's corny. It's ignorant.
So that means you didn't like the Mobb Deep name. You didn't like that. That means you didn't like with Suge Knight and all them.
I didn't. No, sir. No, I didn't. Listen, and I don't mean to bring up old stuff. I got at Prodigy. I got at Suge Knight in similar fashion.
Yeah,
I'll even go a step deeper, sir. Half of my family's from North Jersey, DeCavalcante. You can Google this if you like. And when I was on Hot 97 and they started, The Sopranos, which was loosely based upon the DeCavalcante family, I didn't sit there and big them up. I shitted on them. So everybody is not necessarily going to go with the flow and to find the gangster names and terminology. And I used to get at Murder Inc. I got at all of them.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
So I don't like the name. Change the fucking name. Never mind that mob tie shit. Stop with that street bullshit.
I agree with you.
He's almost 60 like me. And then maybe I'll feel some way different. But I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe they glorify that too much. But let me speak about the YSL thing. You know what I'm saying? These people are not playing with him. They looking for more victims to come out and snitch. That's what this is about. They trying to put the nail in the coffin with this case. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
And it's going to be more videos coming out.
Yeah.
From Mr. Suspect, Mr. Young Thug, Mr. Suspect Thug.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
so it's gonna be more things coming out. And hey, I hope we don't drop the soap.
Yeah.
Hey, at the end of the day, you taking pictures, calling dudes your babe.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
give it what you want.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the call. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. We're having a good discussion here. Early afternoon, Sunday. Is your God a female? What else could be vicious, vindictive, spiteful? Earthquakes, floods, fires, thousands of animals, mammals, and insects killed with no fucking remorse. Maybe I'm going in a direction that, just I should keep to myself. But again, I stepped out this morning. I'm headed to the gym. Got my reps in, came outside, and there's the sun. I said, look at this. Look at this motherfucker. Killing me, literally. It gives me life, but it's killing me too. Just noticed, got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Star, have you heard of Suki Hana's protege? Absolutely. Sarah does this. I don't have no old ass wife or no old ass kids. I wake up and I get to the bullshit. Yeah, Suki Hana. My cat is pink. Oh, okay, I don't want to repeat that. Yeah. The new video is crazy. It looks like they're in the parking lot at the fucking Waffle House. Anyway, area code 925. Good afternoon. Jay Prince shut down Charleston White. Are you up to speed? Do you care?
Yeah, I'm up to speed, and
Okay.
I think that was a gimmick. It was all a gimmick for people to stop talk about him.
Okay.
But do you know that you are the original YSL star? Hey, I donated to you, right?
Thank you.
And you didn't read it,
What?
but I still don't
Which one?
feel like you owe me.
Well, hang on. You donated when, sir? Donated when?
It was probably like a few days ago, like a week or two ago. I was talking about your big ass head and all
Right.
the hats that you wear, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't read it. But
Hang on a second, sir. Hang on. If you've donated to this show, you know what it is that I do. I'm one of the few people who even reads your donations, right or wrong. Most people just
I don't feel like you.
Hang on, sir. Hang on.
Like you.
I'm responding, sir. Let's not have an argument. One of the few people who even interrupts this goddamn show to read a donation. And if your donation is not on if it's not on topic, no, sir. I'm not going to just read something just because you're sitting there, chuckling, giggling, holding hands with your fat bitch or whoever to interrupt the show.
Mm-hmm.
I do trending topics.
I understand that, and if you let me finish.
No, sir. Are you on topic now? Are you on topic now?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No.
Like
Topic now.
I don't feel like you owe me.
No, I don't know you. I don't know your shit.
Huh? What's that? No, I don't feel like you owe me, right? So, I was saying, do you know that you birthed?
Give me a second. I'm not going to hang up on you. So I'm not going to hang up on you. I don't need dick suckers. Please don't call to suck my dick. I got topics to discuss. I don't give a fuck about 20 years ago. Yes, you want to say I gave birth to niggas. Yes? Give them flowers. Yes? Yes?
I'm just saying that you a snitch.
Yes, and I'll snitch on you, and I'll snitch on you, bitch nigga. I'll snitch on you. Now what?
I just said that you're a federal agent.
Yeah, yes, nigga. Yes. You ain't saying nothing new. Now what? Bitch nigga.
You are original.
Okay. Suck my dick later, please. I'm busy. You don't have to call and give me flowers. Go argue with your fat bitch. Your dirty ass kids. I still bring kids into this. Don't get it fucked up. Ain't nothing changed with me. Hold on, guys. Malik got your donation. Okay, yeah, Charleston is for the children. Yeah, I think he is. He does great work. I can get past all the extra shit that he does. He's working with children, young people, adults in those halfway houses and all that shit. I just lock niggas up. I just put you in the goddamn system and going about my business, you know? Thank you for your donation. Malik also says JP still celebrates. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. PSB. Is that Aaron tapping in? Okay, folks, please, let's just stay on topic. That's what I do. Trending topics. Aaron, good afternoon, man. Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
Hey, what's going on? I guess the Negroes then got out of church early with these last two callers you had on. So I guess
what's cracking?
They got done stealing all the money out of their mammy's purse this Sunday. Yeah, especially you knew the last one was a jigaboo, nappy-headed little jigaboo. He called you a half-breed. Can't even run a comb through your head. Go put the lotion on after you get out the shower, darky.
Jesus.
So let's go on the Jay Prince.
Jay Prince. Shut down
Charleston White, man.
Come on.
I'm riding with Charleston White. I think we need more Charleston Whites.
Absolutely.
I think this fake wannabe gangster rap labels. I think that's kind of played out. I'm over it. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Suge Knight, Jay Prince, all the rest of them. I think it's really corny, to be honest with you. So, I guess he got a show canceled. How does that not attract federal law enforcement?
Right.
If you're telling me a police department won't get involved in something like that, do you think that could raise, I guess, eyes on the feds then?
Yeah.
Because if something like this gets canceled or something like that happens and the police department doesn't want to do it, then does that attract federal attention or national attention or something like that? I don't know how the jurisdiction will work or what would cause people to look into it. But like I said, I think we need more Charleston Whites. I agree with a lot of the things Charleston White says. I don't think any rap label is anything compared to any type of Italian mafia at all. I think it's just highly disrespectful to the people that actually did that stuff. And most Italians weren't even proud of that label anyway. So I don't, until one of them have a labor union that can replace the AFL-CIO, until one of them can get major port deals or something like that, then maybe you can say that. But you're just a bunch of people who employ people who talk for a living.
No.
So
listen, I don't want to go back too far, but Jay Prince, I don't like the name Mob Ties. I think he's too old for that. I think it's a bad look. That may be what Charleston White has an issue with. I can't speak for Charleston White, but I would like to see them sit down, join forces. But I don't know if now's the time. I don't know the detail. Hang on, I don't know the details of why his show was canceled on the 17th. But Charleston is saying that it had to do with children and other things, and I don't know. It's kind of like it's a clusterfuck right now. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when cooler heads prevail, I guess that's something that may happen.
Or somebody gets laid down.
Well, then you'd be sitting down with the feds, or you'll be sitting down with law enforcement. You won't be sitting down with each other in a peaceful situation.
Right.
But I think Jay Prince just needs to stick to making music. I mean, honestly, I think that Finesse 2 Times is a great artist.
Really?
The best thing his sons ever I personally think the best thing Jay Prince, his son ever did was discover Drake. Outside of that, when I look at even the history of Rap-A-Lot Records, it's subpar at best. So I think that finding Drake you should focus on finding the next Drake and not trying to be a tough guy,
In my opinion, Drake was going to get signed regardless, Jazz Prince you're talking about, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, from MySpace.
Yeah,
From MySpace.
Yeah. I like Drake's earlier music, as I've said on many occasions. I like the new stuff as well, but the earlier sound, the stuff that he did with Timberland, and I even saw him up at Tufts University back, I think it was either 2009 or 2010, pardon me. He was going to pop regardless. So I'm not trying to take anything away from him being discovered by Jazz Prince, but do you know if they get royalties, residuals from Drake's music? I never even bothered to dig in that deep.
Ooh, I'm sure. I mean, I if you understand anything about Drake, the Jazz Prince cosign, the J Prince cosign was a big part of. He attributes a lot of that to his success. So I would assume so. I mean, the Birdman took all of his album sales, so I would assume that J Prince is getting something. So. But the last guy that they got finessed 2 times, I mean, that was a great pickup. So it's like, why don't you just focus on making new albums and less about the drama and the nonsense?
Yeah. Your thoughts, Aaron, are you up to speed on YSL Woody? Did you see the video footage?
I saw like 10 minutes. I saw like 10 seconds of the video of him sitting down, snitching. I thought I was watching a rerun of First 48. Did you ever watch the First 48?
Yes.
And it will always end in the same way with the guys in the back room snitching.
Hold on. Niggas in the South been snitching. And the Midwest, they been snitching. New York gets a lot of credit for it, but these niggas been snitching. Did you see YSL Woody, his left leg kept jumping and he couldn't keep the left leg still.
Man, that federal time must be something else, man. In watching that show, you really see how many cases are solved just by snitching. By people telling on each other. Yeah. And, I hate to go back to game theory and the whole prisoner's dilemma, but they need to make an urban version of that, because you can really see the prisoner's dilemma from game theory in every episode. And I'm just curious what was said to him before coming in there. Did they have something on him? Was there anything that they had previously to get him to that point? Like, how does this even, I know that there has to be some kind of a backstory to this.
He may have got caught with something small and just, like myself, said, hey, this is bullshit. I want to get out of here. No, I don't want to fucking fight this. And no, I'm not going to go by the street codes. And I'm not scared to go to jail. I just don't want to be here. And I'll give you who you need so I can get the fuck out. Sometimes it's that easy.
Yeah. But when Young Thug is facing, from what I understand, when you're facing one of those RICO cases from the feds, that they have like a very high clearance rate on that, right? Like more than aren't they at like a 90% rate or something like that? So maybe he already knew he was going down, and he was like, well, he's going down anyway. I might as well just throw something else on there.
A lot of times there's bullshit cases, and people start telling, and as the case gets dragged out and stretched out, and then you have people that are tired of being in jail, and they say, all right, fuck it, I'll take the time, and yes, I'll tell. A lot of times the case is bullshit. Hang on, Aaron, before you go, I gotta ask you this. Is your God a female? You're a believer, you're a Christian, and this question stems from me this morning. The sun,
I heard you earlier.
The sun, and everybody's just smiling and feeling so fucking chippery. And I said, look at this. They're literally celebrating death. And so I'm just asking because, the theory, or whatever you claim that to be, a frequency, energy, force, it's taunting, somewhat, sort of, taunting you with these feelings of joy. Yes? No? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it can be. Number one, I don't think God is a woman, because I think God allows free will. And I don't think women like anybody doing free things outside of what they can control. And I think God is a God of order. So, women can't do that. And God creates things, and I don't think women do that. So No, I would not say that my God is a woman, but I do understand what you're getting at in terms of death, right? And I heard you say that earlier about, when mammals die and all these animals die with no remorse. And the thing is, I never read in the Bible this is just my belief personally, that where death was supposed to be a bad thing. Technically it's supposed to be a natural part of life. So yeah.
Well, hang on. I want to just push back. You say it's not a female. I'm just speculating here, and I'm a non-believer, but the tempting of not just the sensations of the sun, cool air when you're hot, drinking something that quenches your thirst, eating something that just, and then you go to sleep and you feel great. Oh, that was so fucking good. And then as life goes on, you die a miserable fucking death. Isn't that a foul way of tempting you? And the word I'm using here, temptress. If you look at strippers, they're tempting you. They make you weak. Why would your God not be a female? Cold, vindictive, spiteful, and a temptress of seduction.
Well, I think that the first thing, I get the traits that you're attributing God to, right? But when I think of God, I think of a God of forgiveness. That's how I know he's not a female.
Okay.
I think of a God of forgiveness, a God of mercy, right? A God that sacrificed his own son. You know what I mean? That's what I think of. I think of new beginnings. I think of the positive things.
Okay.
Because where temptation abounds, there's grace. That much grace also abounds to overcome that temptation as well. So I think of that as well. The temptation is there, but only through God's power can you overcome that temptation. So I get what you're saying, but I don't think that you say people die a horrible death.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's very subjective in nature. You know what I mean? I mean, people willingly and unwillingly help other people out every single day. And they don't have any idea many a times of what their actions contribute to in the greater society. You may have just given somebody change, or you may have just, that last gentleman that called in, he may turn his life around. You never know what you're out here doing, and you don't know how it affects everybody else. So you can say that people die a horrible death, but like I said, that's all subjective.
Well, hang on. Let me just say this. Now, if you live for the sake of others, then you're concerned about how you affect people and so on and so forth, and helping them. But ultimately, you die alone. And I don't know this for certain, but your death, it'll be like you never even existed. Eternal darkness. Do you know anybody that has died and come back?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
No, you don't know him. You've heard of him.
What do you mean by knowing them?
Well, you don't know him. You can claim.
I do.
You can. Well, that's cute. I know him in my heart and in my soul, but you've never met him in the flesh.
Correct. I never met Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or any of those other people either.
Right.
I never met Thomas Jefferson. I never met Julius Caesar. I never met Julius Caesar.
Right. They're dead and they're not coming back. But that's not my question. My question, eternal darkness, that's the ultimate, the final curtain. And don't you think that's a horrible way to go? Or do you find that to be, as some would say, that's comforting. Death is comforting.
I'm not going that way, right? I know that, but hold on a second.
Come on.
All of the evils that you just talked about of this world, the pain, the suffering, the tempting, all of that stuff is gone in death. And I don't think eternal darkness is coming for me, because if you have a Lord and Savior, you know that there's a life after this.
Okay.
Right? Where all of the things that you thought were bad don't exist.
Okay.
So like you can't on one hand say that, well, we live in this world and the sun is killing you and there's all these deaths and all these things that are negative about the world, which a lot of those are correct.
Yeah, right.
But then turn around and say, well, when I leave the earth, that's just as bad. You don't know that. You know what you have right now, and you know right now to live is to die.
Right. Well, listen.
You do know that. So,
listen. I cannot prove the non-existence of a God no more than you can prove the existence of a God. So we agree to disagree, and I respect your opinions. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you calling in. Anything you want to say? A final word?
No, man, I appreciate this convo, man. I really like maybe we should do philosophy on Sundays because that's actually going to make me think a little bit.
I'm just a dropout. So, what do I know? Good to talk to you, man.
All right, man. All right, bye.
Take care. Aaron tapping in. Just noticed, got your donation. Sukihana. Thank you, Deeds. I got your text. Deeds is texting me about some Caucasian died. Okay, thank you. Yeah. YSL Woody, snitching. Oh my goodness. Hey, okay, I'm just gonna finish up by myself on that, and then I'll shift gears. I think that the Fulton County Prosecution's Office, combined with the court, released that video from the interrogation room to send a message to whoever is thinking about coming down to Fulton County to testify on Young Thug's behalf. They're showing you and us that we got snitches. Ben had them. So you come on down here if you want to, talking that highfalutin shit, you know. Get yourself a hotel in Midtown, go and get one of them $65 cups of coffee, and fold your little napkin. You eat all that fancy shit that you eat. Talk that fugazi northern talk. But you fuck around, you'll be cuffed inside the courtroom. That's what I see. I could be wrong. Hold on a second. Calvin got your donation. Hashtag I got 10 on it challenge. Comment and share. Thank you, sir. Who's texting me? Oh, shit. On the block with Jen tapping in. What's cracking, Jen?
What's up, Star? I wanted to get in on two of the conversations. First, the correction officers. I was trying to smuggle in the contraband, and then the God thing. The God thing.
Mammy!
God thing has me intrigued.
Go ahead. Come on.
So the God thing is interesting, right? Because I'm telling you, just yesterday, I screenshot a picture of the cycle of birth and death.
Okay.
And I agree with you. It's a very cruel thing. We are literally like fruit or flowers picked out of the ground. Like when I looked at the cycle, I'm like, you're literally born, and each day we're rotting towards a death.
Right.
Literally, each second, each day.
Right.
And the funny thing is that humans, right, they're very, very arrogant, right? They have ego, so they think there's going to be an afterlife and it's going to be some utopia. Then I ask the same people, right, because you hear a lot of the people that talk, you know, they're gangsters, and I'm going to end this person's life, and I would do this to that person, and I would make this person suffer, right? So if you take that person's life, right, are they going to the same utopia that you're claiming? Because remember, religious people claim that after death, there's some utopia, and there's no more suffering there. It's not eternal darkness. There's no more suffering there. So are you sending someone whose life you end to the utopia that you're going to? It's nonsensical.
But now,
nonsensical.
Now, for those who don't know, you are a non-believer as well, right, Jen?
Correct. About 12 years now.
Okay. Yes, I'm just asking the question for those who are believers, and I'm not trying to clown anyone. But, you know,
I'll clown him on my channel.
the theory of God is your God a female? What else could be so fucking cruel and cold? And I want to rely heavy on the word temptress.
Okay, because, what else could be so cruel?
Hang on.
Okay,
You know,
go ahead.
Females, you know, who lure you in. They might not be worth shit. Ain't got nothing, no assets, no money, nothing. But they connect with you, Some of us, some males, you become simps, tricks. You'll lose your fucking life in pursuit of some pussy. But the biggest vagina ultimately is going to kill you. It could be a female vagina. I don't know. Okay, you saying? Go ahead.
Well, I think it's the opposite. I think the biggest upset in human history is a male.
Okay.
Because he can disguise himself as something that will protect and provide, you know what I mean, and be the biggest F up.
Okay.
You don't like the curses early Sunday. He could be the biggest F up. Women, even without nothing to offer, right? The what can I say? The luxury, the feel good of a vagina, right?
Okay.
Right? The feel good of a vagina can give the brokest man on the planet, can make him feel like he's in heaven.
Yeah.
But a man is the opposite. They're not really useful. They can only reach orgasm one time, then they're useless. I think it's a man. I think it's a bitter man. And I'd even go further to say probably God is a bitter black man.
And
I've learned
Jen, stop. Jen, you were doing good until you start going at the blacks. Damn, you were doing great.
Well, not all the blacks. Not all the blacks. That's the problem.
But
when
black
people say
men.
Black,
yeah, but
not all of them.
Well, your history, you pretty much only date black men, yes? And you've admitted you've admitted that you're scorned by black men, yes?
No, sir. I've never said that. I love them.
Okay.
I've never said that. Ever.
Come on.
No, I'm not
Pardon
that
me.
girl.
Pardon me.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, I haven't given up on them. But, I talk about all aspects of relationships. But I think it's a bitter male. I think God is a bitter male, honestly. When you look at history, even if you look at religion, he's always killing in mass. You know what I mean? He's always punishing. When you hear men talk, and the reason why I say men like of today is because social media has exposed, right, how emotional, unstable, and psychotic men are. We see them on social media. They're constantly threatening women and threatening life and threatening. They're bitter and they're angry, and they're congregating in these groups, right? Women, we get upset, we get a little crazy, and then what happens? We go right back to normal after. Men stay in this state.
Gotcha.
But when you look at religion, it is man who is constantly destroying en masse.
All right, now hang on a second. Jen, stay with me. People are
God is a man.
Jen, stay with me. Well, you got to be careful because you just said for sure and you're a non-believer. So don't say for sure because then you're giving in. Take it easy.
But they say that God was made in man's image, right? So that when I look at the men today, it makes sense.
Jen, I don't believe that. And if you're saying that makes sense, then you're not a true non-believer. Hang on a second. HIM, I get your donation. Salute D'Angelo from, okay, thank you. Okay, that's your name. Okay, I thought you were making reference to the singer D'Angelo, who got caught with the tranny once upon a time. Alleged tranny buying some badussi or something down there in the meatpacking district in Manhattan. Anyway, Big Crown got your crown. Hold on a second, Jen, stay with me. Where is Big Crown? Area code 832. I want to get him lined up. Or not lined up. Pardon me. Big Crown, you're up next. Hold on, all right? Big Crown, sit tight.
All right.
Okay. Let me write this down, Jen, so that I don't forget. Hey, okay, anything else you want to make mention of, Jen? Charleston White, Jay Prince, YSL Woody?
Yeah, I did want to. Well, let me wrap on really quickly on the God thing.
Is God a female?
I'm a non-believer.
Is God a female?
No, yeah. I'm not a believer 100%. So when I am talking about like God is made in man's image and blah blah, I'm speaking their language. I don't believe any of that stuff.
Okay.
I believe none of that. I'm just throwing back to them what they say about their religion. I don't believe in any of that. But I'm like, okay, let's use your language. Let's talk about your God. I don't believe in any of it.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
Right.
Hey,
I did want to.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I did want to speak on the corrections officer. I don't know if you know, but this happened in 2019 as well. with another correction officer, and that first correction officer that did it twice. Once when she was a correction officer, then she got fired. Then she tried to do it again as a visitor to a parking lot, and she had way more contraband than this woman. But the woman who recently got caught and got fired, she just started, so she was still on probation.
She's a baby.
So it's looking like
23 years of age.
It's looking like
yeah.
It's looking like these girls are literally getting these jobs to be the person to bring in the contraband, because she just.
It makes sense to me.
Never know,
yeah.
right? Like it's an inside job. Like, hey, shorty, get this job.
I'm gonna get a CO job. I don't have to have college education, and I'll smuggle drugs in. But hang on a second, Jen. Here's something I want to throw at you if you have knowledge about this, because you well, you're born and raised in the Bronx, but you waved the flag for Puerto Rico, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that Puerto Rico's population fell from 11.8% to 3.3 million? We were going to have that.
Hell no, geez.
We were going to have that discussion, Janet and I and some other people, but then I got sidetracked. But since you're on the line, Puerto Rico's population declining.
Does it say a reason? Because I haven't researched that. But I can if you guys are going to talk about it.
Well, hang on a sec. I'll send you the link. I mean, I've got my theory,
Okay.
But I want to give you the floor first. But you're not up to speed?
Yeah, I'm not up to speed. You have to send me the link, and then I can look into it.
All right, look into
and
this.
I'll call back.
Yeah, I don't want to do this today, but let's explore this. My theory is that Puerto Ricans don't want to procreate with other Puerto Ricans.
Well, you know what?
Hang on. Let me finish my theory.
Okay.
Puerto Rican women like yourself prefer black men. Never mind the corruption, the government in Puerto Rico, yada, yada, yada. No, the population over a decade has fell. Again, I just sent you the link. I mean, drastic fucking numbers. Are Puerto Ricans trying to get with either white people or blacks? Why are Puerto Ricans not, procreating with each other? But let's not have a discussion today unless you're up to speed. I want us to take the time and really, comb it out, okay?
Okay, but you're talking about Puerto Ricans on the island, right? Not like in America.
Puerto Rico,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'll look into it.
Declining.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. I hope the Chinese take over and do something with that goddamn cesspool.
Well, Star, that's another. You know why Puerto Rico is in dire straits, all right?
Thank God the U.S. Army is still using Vieques for target practice. I mean, the Navy, pardon me. Thank God the U.S. Navy is still using Vieques for target. I'll give you the last word, though. Go ahead, last word. Go ahead.
I would just say check me out on the block with Jen, and thank you for letting me call in and share my theories.
Thank you.
And have an amazing Sunday, guys.
Okay, bye now. All right. Okay.
Bye-bye.
What a good sport Jen is. 832, sit tight, sir. I'm coming to you. And who just sent in a nice super chat? DJ Herb, I see you, sir. Salute, DJ Herb. Thank you for tapping in on this joyous, hateful Sunday. Okay, sir, you have the floor. Thank you for being patient. Where do you want to start?
Yes, sir. Charleston White.
Yeah. That's my nigga, man. I never met him, but I fuck with him heavy. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my nigga, too. We had a sit down before for about 2 hours, 3 hours.
Okay.
I live out here in the DFW area where he located at. Our studios is next door to each other.
Okay.
So, I see him every once in a while, say what's up and go on about my business.
Okay.
But, man, that thing was stopped by the police, man, James Prince Sr., he didn't want to have that sit down with. Well, he wanted to have to sit down with Charleston, and wanted to have to sit down with him.
Right.
So he went around his way to, to contact the people that was holding the event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did that to throw the man off the event. Yeah, but everybody know in Houston, James Prince Sr. is tied in with the police. Man, them black cops out there, you seen how they did zero. They didn't stop and intervene and say, stop, Trey. Y'all break it up and pull guns out and say y'all need to stop that.
Right.
They didn't do that.
Yeah.
I need a police officer that would do that for me if I'm getting in Houston getting beat up by some dudes and you just gonna sit there and watch.
Right.
No, I ain't pay you for that.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Charleston White.
Well, when I hang on circus, we don't do no shout outs. But now, do you want to see?
My bad.
Do you want to see them sit down and talk, or should we just all fall the fuck back, let whatever happen, and then we get ready to make some videos as we do? What should we do, sir?
For entertainment purposes, yeah, I love to sit down and watch them talk.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be behind. I don't want to be behind closed doors and there's no cameras and no audio or nothing like that. We all need to see this.
Yeah.
We all need to hear and see this. I don't want that behind closed doors. No. I want to see it. I want to see and hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the world can see how James Prince Sr. handled himself in front of an intelligent brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he won't duck. These questions, and Charleston gonna come with it.
Yo. Are you over there near
He gonna outsmart that man. I don't care how long he been in the game. We gonna outsmart him.
Well,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
a fast talker doesn't necessarily mean someone is smarter. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you have a very slow, methodical thinking and speaking people that are really intelligent, but they're not like, they can't out-talk everybody, to be fair.
Well, no disrespect, Star. He was down there $1 million worth of game, and he was slow talking then and still said some clown stuff.
Right. You're right.
And so, a couple times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what they say, think long, play wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you for tapping in.
I appreciate you
Yes,
for
sir.
bringing me on.
Thank
Good
you.
day, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Salute. Okay, we're having a good conversation here this afternoon, folks. On the screen, songsthatwork.info. One of my sponsors. Spirit, I see you in the live chat. You want to call in, Spirit? Okay, Spirit says, okay, he's on the line. Okay, let's do some promoting, man. I got time. Always got time for a sponsor. Spirit, good afternoon, sir. I see you. Thank you for tapping in.
Hey, Star, how you doing? This is Spirit from Spirit Smooth Tunes.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and talk. I'm looking for the showrunner to promote you. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I wanted to speak on the whole thing which you was talking earlier about the names. Mob Ties.
Yeah.
Mob Deep, Murder Inc.,
Yeah.
Death Row, YSL. Yeah. Those, when they come up with names like that, just for me, it kind of throws me off to wanting to, plug in and listen and see what's going on. Now, mind you, I heard some of the songs as I was coming up, and particularly my son, when he was here. He's passed on now, but when he used to play those music, I was like, "Hey, why are you listening to that?" He said, "Hey, this is it. This is the thing now." I'm like, "Dude, what happened to the stuff I was introducing, like Blue Magic and Stylistic? Oh, Pop, that's old.
That's that old shit.
That's not, yeah. So
it's old shit.
I don't know. I think those type of labels basically makes people get into a trance of some sort. It doesn't align with my spirit, at least. So.
Yeah, well, times change, people change, and I'm sure people from the 50s, the big band era, when rock and roll came into play, they said, "Oh, what are you doing? What is that all about? All that jumping and shaking and craziness." And then you had the 60s with the hippies and the different eras, and the generations prior to them always looked down upon them. But I just think. I just think that the name Mob Ties. Yeah, I think the name Mob Ties it's too old. Get out of here with that shit, man. It has a negative feel to it. Me personally, but go ahead.
Right, the same way. And to even add to what you're saying about the bands of back then, I mean, my parents used to say, "Hey, what is that music you're playing?" So they used to give me the same, spiel on the stuff I was listening to. So you're right, it's more generational. But but Charleston White, I started following him actually as of 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
He's on to something.
Okay.
But when he started pulling out those guns and everything else, he throws me off again. So, but his speaking on certain topics, I feel him. I love his delivery, his points, and things of that nature. So, but again, when he starts to, hey, I'll kill a nigga, shoot, I'm like, oh, okay. Got it.
Well, now, hang on, Spirit. How old are you again? I forget. How old are you?
59.
Okay, but you're 1 year older than me. Yes, to us, pulling out the guns and all that shit, that's like that's that goofy shit. However, Charleston White is I forget how old he is. He's younger than us, and the generation up under him, they see him with the big ass banana clip, and they say, "Oh shit, yo, he got the 40 cal, the 50." They love it. They love it. So he's getting their attention. You know, I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm not a player hater. I'm the objective hater, but. Entertaining as fuck, yeah? It's all entertaining.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Hey, man, tell us about your channel. Hold on a second. Tell us about your YouTube channel at Spirits Smooth Tunes, please.
Yes, Spirit Smooth Tunes. It's a collection of side beat joints from artists such as Calvin Richardson.
Okay.
I mean, these are names most people may not know. Will Downing, Gary Taylor, Rochelle Farrell. You know, a few people. A lot of artists that are known and have B-side joints that was, to me, it sounded good, and but they never gave it that much radio play. So I decided to take the Von Harper route and do something like somewhat of what he modeled, what I modeled from him. From the Quiet Storm in New York City.
Right. Might you have any the Moments or Norman Connors in your playlist?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Norman Connors.
My starship, take me off tonight.
Right.
And don't be late. Yes, you are. Oh, that was the shit. If I can just go back for a second. Do you remember slow dancing in basement parties to that song and just grinding on girls' little butts? I had to go to Plainfield, New Jersey. That's where the black girls were. And, just slow dancing.
I used to live in Plainfield.
Did you?
I lived in Plainfield. I used to work at Showbiz Pizza Place.
Wow.
On Wantong Avenue.
Wow. Do you remember the Strand movie theater? The Strand.
Yeah. I think I went there once or twice. I lived in over there for about 6 months or so.
I used to go see Bruce Lee movies, Coffee with Pam Grier at the Strand Theater in Plainfield, New Jersey, back in the fucking early 70s. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Me and you was old niggas. We old niggas.
Yeah, man. But Plainfield was it was a nice quiet town back then. I went through there, and recently it's not as becoming as it once was.
It was a beautiful place because I'm from Scotch Plains, right next door. But I had some really, really good friends from Plainfield, the Puma Crew, Fifth Ave, R.I.P. to Bilal, a.k.a. Bill Rose, and they had Crazy Crew and a bunch of other different guys. But hey, man, good to hear from you. Folks, please check out Spirit's Smooth Tunes. There's a link in my community section to his YouTube channel. Thank you, Spirit.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Take care. Holy shit, he just took me back. Plainfield, a.k.a. P-Funk. I had some great friends. Bruce Hodges, Steve Jones, David Boykin. And we used to go, there was some roller skating ring up on Route 20, on the Blue Star Shopping Center. If I can just ramble here for a second. I forget the name of the roller skating ring. Anyway, Area code 647, someone is on hold. Thank you for your donation, D. Bravado. Thank you for being patient. You
Yeah,
there?
hi, sir.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Yes,
I'm
sir.
doing good. Yeah, actually, let me, actually, I just want to just mention about the mob ties thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and then afterwards I could speak about the God thing. But basically, I kind of agree with you in the sense that, I mean, we've seen enough documentaries to, one, realize that like 99% of those guys were just bums, of the like mobsters, quote unquote mobsters. 99% of those guys were bums. They haven't really had a lot of power at the top since like the 80s. Like I don't even think that John Gotti's times was really powerful. That was just him kind of like eating off the remnants. But for the most part, those guys were just bums. There's only like maybe a few families, and it would really be at the top, who had any type of control over the docks. You know, like you had a few families who had control over Las Vegas, but you know, those were like decades ago. So to tie yourself to the mafia is kind of played out for real. I agree with you on that point.
Okay.
Yeah. So I agree with you on that point. And then secondly, with respect to God, I don't actually think that God is a man or a woman.
Okay.
I don't think God is actually a man or a woman. I think that it's an error. It's a mistake for us to kind of like try to define God from a human perspective, right? Because like years ago, hundreds of years ago, we thought that the earth was flat. So who are we to know what God is, aside from what we feel? That's it. Plain and simple.
Hey, I hear you loud and clear. I'm a non-believer, a proud non-believer, but just in theory, I was again going to the gym this morning, and there's the sun as I came out of the gym, and I'm sipping some water, and I feel charged and pumped. And the sun is literally our sustainer of life, and it will be what eventually dwarfs this planet. If you know your scientific projections and history and so on and so forth. So that's where this even came from. Is that bitch up in the sky connected to, or is that bitch?
Well,
hang on, sir, I'm speaking. Let me finish. Or is that bitch God? I don't know, sir. But what I do know is that we are all headed to eternal darkness. Now, if you think there's something after darkness, that's fine. Me, I believe eternal darkness, and that bitch up in the sky and the fucking radiation that we think is so warm and pleasant, and radiation, or getting a tan, which is really radiation and more than likely leads to fucking skin cancer, could be a female. But I've also said it could be neither and or. But go ahead, you were saying?
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, right? The beauty of, like the power of what we call God is that God can give off female and male feelings, right?
If you say so.
That's what you were feeling. You just felt that.
If you say so.
Yeah, that's it. And in terms of eternal darkness, maybe from our perspective, but one thing that we've been able to prove in science is that energy never dies. Right. It just transfers from one form to the next.
Mm-hmm. So with that being said,
there's no reason that won't happen.
With that being said, sir, do you believe in reincarnation? With that being said.
No, I don't believe in what I don't know.
Well, sir, you just claimed to know that. Say it again, what you just said. Energy, matter, and what'd you say?
Right.
No, what'd you say?
Yeah, but reincarnation is that.
Sir, what'd you say?
Like what?
Sir, what'd you say? We'll get to reincarnation after. What did you say?
Well, I said that energy doesn't die. It just it goes from one form to the next.
Bingo. So, with that being said, might you and or I drift into the galaxy and then come back as a plant, you as a frog, me as a bird, your sister as, let's say this respectfully, your sister as a jellyfish?
Well, no, not necessarily, because like I said,
why not?
We can only talk about what we do know. So who is to say that there's a form out there that we have no idea even exists?
Okay. If that's what you think, sure. Who am I to say you're wrong? I'm just a fucking...
Well, I mean, I don't even know if I'm right. I'm just saying. I don't know if I'm right.
But it's nice that we can, comb this through and respect each other's views. Yes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you might be totally right. I don't know. I'm just saying based on what I've experienced.
Let me throw something else at you since you brought up energy, right? How cruel is it to spend your fucking life, I'm talking about males and or men, how cruel is it to spend your life chasing a climax? And it's never as good as the first time. We remember the first times that we ejaculated. I can tell you exactly how that felt. The girl who I was with in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, her smell, her hair, and when I blasted off, holy shit. But how cruel is that we chase that sensation, that climax, most of our lives, and it's never going to be as good as the first time. Isn't that cruel?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess you could say that it's cruel, but I think it's all those climaxes that you're speaking about are what you call it? They're physical. Those are physical feelings. So you could look at it as being cruel, or you could look at it as being a test. Are you able to let go of that physical feeling, those physical feelings, those physical climaxes?
Here's a scientific question for you. If a man adds up all the ejaculations in his life, does it equal 1 hour? All the ejaculations in his lifetime, does it equal 1 hour?
Does it equal 1 hour?
1 hour.
I don't know at all. It depends on how many times you jacked off or how many times you've been with somebody.
It doesn't even equal an hour. But we spend our lives.
Well, is that based on data?
Well, sir, you can Google it. I'm a dropout. I researched it years ago, but the point is, we spend our lives chasing a fucking climax. And if you get married, you're nailing a bitch who she's on the decline, and so are you, and you're nailing her. You're pretending she's hot when in reality, she's not. She puts on more makeup.
You know what's more
Her
cool?
fucking hair is falling out. She got caps on her teeth and cellulite and shit like that. And the stench of the fucking discharge is killing you. But you married the bitch. Oh my God! I'll let you finish up.
Yeah. No, I mean that was just my 2 cents. I just wanted to put it out there. That's it.
Thank you, man.
But going back to the mob, but definitely with that mob thing, I think people should get off of that. But also, people shouldn't be worshiping them. Like I heard Aaron talk about, if he gets to the level of owning a union, like come on, man, that was back in the 50s.
Okay. Good to talk to you, man. Salute. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Have a conversation, disagree, but still have a good conversation. Salute to that man. Guys, hold on. I see you on the phones. Sunday. What a cruel fucking day. That bitch is killing us. With no fucking remorse. Some of you think you're going to the beach to get some sun. No, you're going to advance the process, you dumb fuck. Hey there. Let me say thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not going to say her name, but she sent me a nice email. And some of you who, you know better than me. I'm not trying to act like I know it all, but I've researched and I've reached the point of this rational awakening. And I don't, look down upon anyone's beliefs or ideologies or philosophies. But for me, my own personal, hold on a second. Okay, Jen responded. My own personal satisfaction and gratification, it's important. I'll just say that. Yeah, Jen, let's revisit this conversation. Matter of fact, let me put this in the live chat so you guys can see what it is that I'm talking about. Puerto Rico, why is the population declining the way it is? No, even Puerto Ricans ain't fucking with Puerto Ricans. Is that a deeper conversation than what Jen says sometimes? Nobody hates black people like black people. I mean, I've said that too. But what does this say about Puerto Rico? Look at the fast fucking decline in the population. And don't get to blaming other cultures moving in, yada, yada, yada. Puerto Ricans just getting the fuck out of there and they stop procreating. Talk about it later. Maurizio got your donation. Thank you, sir. Blade tapping in for the machine. Okay. Bloke got your donation. Okay, you're talking about Jay Prince and something a little crazy. Thank you for your donation. Your offering, okay. A few more phone calls. We're having a good conversation here. Area code 316. Good afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. 316. Yes, no, maybe. Are you there? You ready? Gotta go. Okay. You're doing too much. Let's bring in area code 346. Give you a shot. Good afternoon, 346.
What's up, homie?
Charleston White.
What's up with it, man?
Yes, sir. What's up with it? How you feel?
Man, this is Loco Vision, man. What's up with it, big homie?
Yes, sir. You called in, I think, last week, yes? From, you out of Houston or Dallas? I forget.
H-Town, man. Houston, Texas, man.
Right. Oh, man. So you're the perfect guy to educate us. What happened the 17th? Charleston White up on social media talking hella crazy, pull out the big ass banana clip talking about suck my dick. He sounds like a New York nigga. Suck my dick.
Over and over and over.
Come
over and over and over.
Come on.
He gonna continue to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Okay.
It's just a pattern, but it's all lies, man. And if you watch my show, and I know you didn't, Mr. Starr, and that's fine, but I exposed yesterday that ain't no goddamn mayor called no Charleston White or called nobody.
Ooh.
As soon as I aired that show, mysteriously, the truth came out that, no, it wasn't no damn mayor that called nobody. See, Sylvester Turner wouldn't waste his time with no piece of shit like no Charleston White. That needs to be overstood first.
Okay.
We the fourth largest city in America. You think they worrying about Charleston White? Are you serious?
Okay.
It's Houston.
Come on.
This ain't no Dallas-Fort Worth piece of shit-ass town where they ain't got nothing else better to do but worry about Charleston.
Okay. So you're saying that's all cap?
Yeah.
You're saying that's all cap?
All cap.
He canceled
all
the
cap.
hang on. He canceled the show himself and said, nah, that ain't what I want.
No, the lady who was booking him to come here, she thought better of it and said, you know what? I don't even need the bullshit.
Okay.
Don't come.
Let's go.
They changed it and made it into the mayor and HPD to make it sound good to the masses. Charleston White is all cap. He's a bitch. And we're sick of him in Texas. Y'all can have him.
Shit.
Since everybody love him so much, because he ain't changed nothing down here. He ain't saved a child's life. He ain't did nothing. And y'all keep talking about what he did for the kids, man. Y'all need to quit. Y'all egging that shit on. And I'm not tripping, Star. You know, I'm just talking. But, man, come on.
Come on.
This is bullshit.
Talk your talk.
That
Let's
nigga
go.
ain't saved no motherfucking body. All we see is that little gay-ass motherfucker running around.
Well, hang on a second. I want you to talk your talk, but just
hang
on. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. Sir, I need you to hear me out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're doing good, but just watch the profanity and the name call. The name call is unnecessary. Go ahead and talk, please. Go ahead.
Got you. Okay, and I can't talk without all that. But no, that was all cap, Star.
Okay.
It was all cap, and I told you it was. They've been doing it. They're not coming to no Houston playing around with these goons. After what you said about George Floyd.
Okay.
Man, we don't play that down here, man. This is a serious city. This ain't no games.
Yo.
You can say what you want about mob ties, the name, and what you think of them, and that's fine. That's overstood.
Okay.
But when we get down to the real reality of where we at down here in this dirty South, yeah, man, ain't too many of them gonna come down here playing around, partner.
So,
and that's just what it comes down to.
So
Charleston White, I've been exposing him every step of the way. I sat down and you know what? Who do we look like? Willie Foo-Foo? Let me go let these people know that ain't no damn mayor call this boy.
Now, hang on a second.
This clown.
Okay, hold on. I hear you loud and clear. But now, are they going to reschedule? Well, and what type of event was that? I heard it was something for the children. You said the lady. Can you give us any background?
Yes, the lady is really about her work, and she is basically here for the kids to save lives.
Okay.
No, it's not going to be no redo. It's no reschedule. Them dudes was all capped. They don't want to come to no Houston, no way, man. And then it could have came down to Charleston White thinking better of it, man, because this place right here really wants – there's a lot of people here that want to hurt that guy. And, you know, they ain't got nothing to do with necessarily me or nobody else, man, but it's a big old city, man. It's a lot of people hurt, you know. And people don't forget, man. They don't forget them words, man, and things you do. You can't just say what you want to say about Nipsey and all them different people and think everybody going to be cool with you one day. They'll forget, man.
Yeah.
Some people will die for them names. And they don't care what Star think or nobody else.
Right.
They don't care what your philosophy is.
Now, hang on a second, because I remember Charleston apologizing to somebody for something he said. Was it about Nipsey or some gang? Do you remember that?
He came back and apologized to Nipsey, and in the same show, turned around and dissed him again before he went off.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the pattern. That's Charleston White. That's why we don't do nothing with him, man. We ain't with him, bro. He's trash. He's all gimmick.
Okay.
And he wants to come up off of playing on you and me, playing on everybody and playing on this and playing on that, and then run away with the last laugh. And we not buying it in the ghetto, player.
Okay,
we not buying it in the street.
Okay, I hear you loud and clear, but now we don't wish nothing bad on nobody, especially not no violence, no harm. Is it gonna lead to or is it gonna reach a point where something has to be done? And I'm just asking. I'm not wishing nothing bad on nobody, because you know better than I do. You're in Texas. Okay.
No, it's going to come down to some random man in life. This is just my hypothesis. We'll just say that. I think it'll come down to some man random on this boy in the airport somewhere, man, that he ain't least suspecting. That's usually how things happen to people.
Right.
When you're doing what you're doing right here, you ain't going to know where it's coming from.
Yeah. Has he ever squeezed the trigger? A lot of people talk that talk, but they've never.
No, indeed. No.
Okay.
Emphatic, no.
Okay.
No way, never. All talk, man. And it's going to come down to showtime.
Because I'm no tough guy, sir. Hang on. I'm no tough guy, but I'm on record shooting my way out of things.
Well, Star, man, man, you come from a different place, player. You come from a different place and time. You ain't just drug up off the streets from lawsuit after lawsuit running around here making that your gimmick.
Anyway, I don't want to go back into that. Hey, man, I appreciate you checking in. Hey, and one more question now.
Sir.
Do they still have a place called Cut and Shoot Texas? You ever heard of that? Cut and Shoot Texas.
You damn right. And you better not get caught there after 6 or 7 at night, buddy.
Where is that? I heard about that decades ago. Where is that? Cut and Shoot Texas.
I'll tell you what. I'm not going to get it up, Star.
Okay.
You just better watch yourself, boy.
All right.
You watch yourself down there.
Hey, man, good to
Much
talk
love,
to you. Yes,
homie.
sir. Salute. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Let me Google that. Cut and Shoot Texas. Anybody ever heard of that? Guys, also, please check out the homie Devious J on YouTube. Go to his channel. Great content. Devious J. Okay. Cut. Okay, folks, who's calling me? Cut and Shoot. Oh, okay. It's a city in Texas. Eastern Montgomery County. Okay. It's a city. Population 1,087 people. Let me put this in the live chat. There it is. Fuck around down there. Lay down. Shit. I feel like talking. Let's take some more calls here. Area code 832. Good afternoon. Are you there? 832. Yes, no, maybe.
Star, what's up? Gangster of Love tapping in.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. Go ahead and talk your talk while I'm Googling something. Go ahead. Gangster of Love tapping in.
So I wanted to chime in and let y'all know that this whole mob ties, J Prince shit, it's not real. And the reason I know, I lived in Houston from 8th grade all the way up to my mid-20s.
Okay.
And I know people that used to be associated with mob ties. Basically, J Prince just has a whole bunch of people that run around him, and he's got his few guys that's up top that he takes care of, but all the rest of them, they get a T-shirt and a hat, and they just get to run around screaming mob ties. But all them dudes is broke, and he's living off a reputation that was 20 years ago. Some of your Houston callers, if you have them call in and ask them about the history of Houston, Houston is basically the north side and the south side. That's where primarily where all the blacks live at.
Yeah.
The south side.
I was in the 5th Ward. Hang on a second. Back in 1990 when I was with Virgin Records, I drove all through Houston, out to Prairie View and all that shit. You know, I've been there. 1990.
Yep. So now you know 5th Ward is the north side. 5th Ward right now is being gentrified. It's probably 10 to 15 minutes from downtown. So probably 85% of 5th Ward is white people live in it now. The other little part is where the black people live. Jay Prince probably owns that, and he runs them niggas in 5th Ward. But I know for a fact he doesn't run the south side. South side niggas ain't never, ever, ever been scared of no niggas on the north side, and they never been scared of Jay Prince. And I know somebody personally, and I can send you evidence. I know somebody.
Well, hang on now, Gangster of Love, before you start, sending shit.
I'm not gonna say a name.
Well, no, I don't need you to snitch. Now, hang on. I don't need you to snitch. Let's have an objective.
No, I'm not gonna be snitching.
Okay, hang on.
I'm not snitching.
Let's have an objective conversation because I'm here to chop this up like some barbecue on a Friday night. I'm not taking either or. Not taking either or side. Sometimes you can have bum ass niggas talking about don't nobody run nothing over here, when in reality you're just a bum ass nigga. And there's nothing to run. There's nothing to invest in. There's no produce market that brings in anything. There's no fucking sneaker shop. It's just a desolate fucking area. People on Section 8 or whatever. And no, I don't run nothing over there. It's trash over there. What do you think of that?
And you pretty much just hit it on the head. He done fooled people with smoke and mirrors, and he's got a bunch of hungry wolves around him, and he'll give them like pieces of meat, and they vouch for this name, and anybody could get a group of niggas and go around beating up on weak people. But look, as you know, I'm from Compton too.
Okay.
Originally, that shit don't work out there in Compton. When Jay Prince Jr. comes to Compton, and that nigga got robbed. So Jay Prince don't run nothing outside of Houston. He don't run nothing outside of 5th Ward. Nobody's scared of Jay Prince. I don't know why people keep screaming that he's this big bad goon. Man, Jay Prince is just a regular dude that runs around with people that protect him. He's nothing outside of 5th Ward. Have some of your callers from the south side call in and tell you how Houston runs. Jay Prince don't run Houston. People need to stop believing that.
Okay, hang on. Stay with me. Stay with me, Gangster of Love. I hear everything you're saying. I appreciate you tapping in. You brought up Compton. You were born and raised in Compton?
So I lived in Compton from before elementary school to the end of my 7th grade year, and then I moved to Houston. My mom still owns my grandmother's house in Kelly Park.
Okay. The reason why I asked you that, I'm sure you know I just got back from a California road trip in November. I went through Compton. I went through Watts.
I sent my donation.
Hang on. Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. The Watts Towers. It's different now. It's not what it used to be. And I made it my business to go to their grocery outlet, that bargain market where those two black females own that the first grocery store in Compton. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. So Compton's different, you know, and we have this thing, sadly, us people of color, melanated, where we're always thinking that some area, because it's so fucking broken down and run down, that it's so real and so dangerous. A lot of times they're just shit areas. So I don't know if I can really just, you know, people who say, oh, he don't run nothing over here, yada, yada. I can't use those words as law. Jay Prince got a lot of money. When you got money, you got power, and sometimes you get respect. Yes, no?
Respect and fear is two different things. When you got money, you feeding hungry wolves.
Okay.
The wolves is always going to be hungry.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You keep wolves hungry, but you don't feed them to get full.
Right.
But if you keep a bunch of broke niggas hungry and you feed them just enough to keep their belly, you know, good, and then you give them a little slave chain and some T-shirts and some hats, and they get to thinking they more than what they is.
Yep.
But in reality, and I'm not even a Charleston White fan, I lost respect for him when he started talking about spraying mace on some abandoned cats, you know, but I get it. He said he's a foot to the ground dude, and he's for black people, so I support that.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a fan of man to begin with.
Gotcha.
But I just want people to know, man, stop with that whole Jay Prince runs Houston. Like, Jay, listen, ain't nobody checking in when you go to Houston. You don't have to.
Gotcha.
You got to check in when you go to L.A. for a fact, because you could be from the outside, and when you come out there and you wearing a hat and you don't know who's who, they looking at you like, hey, what set you from?
Yeah.
You know, and you may not even be from a set, but it's totally different.
Okay.
And even niggas in L.A. know, hey, when you move around, you got to move around a certain way, because it's wolves and lions out there in Houston.
Okay. Gangster, I hate to cut you short, man. I got to take other calls, man, but I appreciate your support as always. Thank you, man.
All right, Pete.
Yes, sir. Okay. Gangster of Love tapping in. Guys, on the screen, www.johnflowersphotos.com. Please go there. Tell him I sent you. He can help you with a lot of things, not just photos, you know, traditional photos, art photos, entertainers, marketing campaigns, strategies, professional photos. A lot of times people don't realize that when you, unless you can work in Photoshop and these other softwares, it's best to get a professional photographer, okay? And that's the guy who you should talk to. Is it Mackie? Got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, Mackie. Big Aki, I see you, sir. Thank you for your support. Big Aki says, LOL, Young Thug looking at YSL Woody like LL Cool J. Okay. You ain't cop Woody? Okay. You ain't no cop YSL Woody. You ain't no cop. Okay. Big Aki also says, I wish people would stop sucking Jay Prince's kneecaps. It's already proving in history that when it's gangster shit, Mr. Mob Ties moonwalks. Big Ike also says, and why doesn't he want to sit down with Offset, but with Charleston White? LOL, he's a clown, and black people love a boogeyman, and Prince Wise fits the pick. Thank you. Big Ike. Okay. We're at the 2-hour mark. Let me make sure I'm promoting my sponsors. This coming Tuesday, I'm going to have an interview lined up with a person from the blackagendamovement.com. Okay, this is an event coming up in April. In my community section is a link to purchase tickets. I urge you to check it out, okay? I'm going to try my best to be there as well, okay? But again, www.theblack.agendamovement.com. All right, folks, thank you for your time this afternoon, early evening. I hope that you have been entertained, somewhat enlightened. Let me make sure I'm promoting songsthatwork.info, and we're going to have a banner roll at the end with more sponsors, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up, when we make it all, make it all, break it up, break it up, then we make it all back, then we. You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl, I'm back up in the street. So I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. What's the problem? What's the issue? Everything I said has been true. Love you, then he ditched you. Nobody knowing what we into. Not because of what you've been through. I know what you can do. Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up, when we make it all, make it all, break it up. When we make it all, make it all.
she is 5. Conversation is right. If you stay tonight, baby, I might let you say all of me. Want you here, need your mind in these sheets. Completely intertwined in our minds, yeah. Tell your future like a sign.